so we can show you the rest of our community. Okay, hi, site Marrakech Council Leader. We have Jaber from Katsina. Great to have you with us today. I guess to save the time, we can get started, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can get started. Thank you, Amira.
Okay, awesome. Okay. So this workshop is going to be recorded. It's already recording right now, and we're going to share it alongside with the presentation. And if you have any like questions or anything that you'd like to know, yeah, let us know after because we'll send out follow-up communications regarding this. Um, all right, so today oh, by the way, my name is Amira. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm calling from Malaysia. I am the communications and social media lead, you can say. And I will be leading this presentation, I mean, this workshop. But with me, I have my amazing colleagues that are supporting with the different sections that we have throughout this um, workshop. We have Khadija, our Global Engagement Associate, Community Engagement Associate, and we have Vivian, our V4C Communications Coordinator. So pretty sure these two people you're already familiar with them. Maybe some of you didn't know about me yet because we haven't like talked before. But yeah, I am here as the communications person. Um, so I'll get started with with this workshop. So it's about video and storytelling for social impact. We are planning to have multiple series on communications and media. This is not going to be the last one, the first or the last one. This is, in fact, will be the first of many more to come. And we are starting with I think one of the most important topic, right? Which is videos, I mean, storytelling in videos form. As you know, social media right now is all about videos, reels, shorts, and all of stuff. So to make sure that we're able to, have quality stories in video forms, it is also our responsibility to guide you guys because I know that it's really daunting, it's really intimidating sometimes to create videos. So this whole session is just a simple basic introduction on where to get started, how exactly, and it's mainly to inspire people to get started with their video journey. Um, all right, so these are the topics. Looks quite a lot, but they're not actually. We make sure that it's really it's a bit, simple and compact, but at the same time, we hope that it will be available for everyone here. So yeah. All right, so we are starting with open and hook. So, a lot of us here have something like something amazing going on, but they're not being seen. Or sometimes we just show the end result or the outcome, so we don't show the whole process without realizing that actually there is some, very valuable content going on in the middle before the end of, for example, like the end of an event, right? So the thing is, if we don't like showcase this process, people will think that we're not doing anything, or that we may not be inspiring people as much as we want to. So don't be afraid to post something because there's always someone watching, someone who feels something. And a matter of fact, I think this is also very much relatable to everyone here. When you feel something, you're impacted or inspired by something, you want to act on it, right? And this is the goal that we want to get from our audiences, right? So always keep that in mind. Um, just post. You never know. It could be like someone, even one person watching, and they want to be joining our cause as a volunteer, as a donor, as part, that's already a win, right? So if you don't know this, actually the camera that we have in our phones right now, they're far more advanced than the TV camera in the 90s. So don't be afraid. You don't have to think that you need these fancy gadgets. You don't really have to because as you can see on our on social media, a lot of content creators they get started with just like a simple phone. So the gear is ready, the gear is there. It's all about finding the right angle to work on. Um, okay, I hope this is going to work. I'm going to play this. I hope the audio is there.
It's
Kece
audible.
Okay.
balonde bana bari batani Marlen munang bilil bi afambit Mari munang tasak Elize munang bilil bi kwal awuje kece oje amusu bilil bi ansa ni bi bendo nono bendo jano sak Region mulwoji ni tasak bukana na Nyesa Ujumuna ye bintu bi anso bi ayo musu koja
Okay. So yeah, before I get started with this slide, just want to ask like, what do you feel when you watch that video? Yeah, if you can share it in the chat. But for me personally, I feel like it is such a warm video. You feel like yeah, you can see the characters of the kids and they're like from different part of the world. And for me, it makes me feel like I'm connected to them because we are all basically the same, similar in a way. There's nothing there's no difference between all of us. And that makes me feel something, right? Emotionally. So what happened was that particular video from that organization had successfully made me feel something and made me want to check it out, like check the profile out and see what's the organization's mission, the organization's missions, right? So that is exactly why stories work on us because stories is like from back, I think in prehistoric times even, stories is one thing that people carry throughout generations for a particular reason because as human we are wired to remember faces, moments, verbally, right? So exactly the thing that we should be doing right now, which is to showcase these stories in video forms because well we're in the digital era. So yeah, so basically yes, if like a video is showing something, um, someone who's talking about something they're passionate about or something that is impacting their lives, a stranger who is watching it probably will feel the same way and they want to experience the same thing. So, how to get started in doing so? So, I think this is one very common thing to start with, which is to open on the problem itself. So open with a problem statement and talk about like whatever is in between. It doesn't mean that we need to jump straight to the outcomes, but the process itself. So you can start talking about the problem, talking about the needs, the people who are waiting to be helped. So that is like one of the emotional points that you can touch, and that can also have get people to feel something. And then people will lean in to see what happens because now they know, oh, there's a problem and these people are affected. There's this issue here and there, and they will like to see what happens next with the presence of your intervention. So this is where you come in, right? With solution, with something to help them. And then one story at a time. Yeah, we have hundreds of things to share, but make sure that we're not going to have everything at once because then you will dilute everything. We don't want that. So a good video does one of them well. Pick something, a member, a moment, and do well, like do the video well, so that it is impactful because each of these stories, they deserve its own spotlights. So everything else can wait. We can schedule them, but make sure that we don't miss anything. Because you never know, any of these stories could inspire someone out there, right? And then the shape that sticks. So this relates back to the problem statement part. So as you can see, we can start with we saw kids with nowhere to study, so we made a place. So in one sentence, I think it kind of like it is a bit impactful, right? So we saw that there's the problem statement and what happens, like what we did, like how we impact these kids, right? So that is just a simple shape. We can spend more on it, but I generally that's how the hook can look like. So I also include a couple of uh, videos here, some resources for you to watch and get inspired. So as I mentioned, I will be sharing this presentation after this, so you can take a look at it at your free time. Yeah. So if you are wondering what can you do exactly, maybe you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't have anything to work on. Actually, your best videos probably already happened this week or this month or in the recent event that you organized. So yes, again, the problem and the response. So what's happening, like well, the problem you're facing or the community is facing, the response, and showcase like the people who are involved in that event, right? And then the members transformation. This is also very inspiring. I think personally I can do this myself because I wasn't the same person now as I was like a few years back. So you can do it, not, it doesn't have to be like a lot of years. It could be like a couple of mo months or a couple of years. Showcase your members' transformation from who they are and who they are now, who they were and who they are now. And we have behind the scenes. I'm not sure if you're on social media a lot. Sometimes I am on social media a lot, so I I saw a lot of things there. And there's this trend that people showcase the behind the scenes moments. So the setup, the sleepless nights, the challenges, um, everything in between. Like I mentioned before, I think what makes things interesting is that we know the process, right? We know what is in between. Like we know the struggles because that what makes it real. I think, yeah, social media in particular really value authenticity and realness. So if possible, just include them. You don't need to sorry, my cat is like as always when I'm having meetings. So yeah, so showcase these moments. I'm sorry, guys. 1 second, I'm going to have to put him away. Sorry. Okay,
It's
I'm
okay.
back.
He can join and learn about
I
video
guess
storytelling.
maybe he wants to be in the videos. I think that's his like, way to say, hey, I want to be in the videos. Okay, coming back. So day in the life, yes, this is also a trend that is still relevant nowadays. I think this trend has been like a few years already, right? Um, so you can do that. It could be eye-opening to someone. They probably thought that it's hard to be a change maker. Oh, I need to be this and that, but they don't know that change makers are also normal human being. So if you do videos like Day in the Life, Khadija, I always do that, and I really love that how she incorporates her own making journey and in her regular day-to-day life. So we will come back to Khadija later because we have a special section with her after this. And as a small win, yes, yeah, any kind of wins basically. The way I do this. So this is the more emotional part. Like this is something more personal. And someone was talking about like why is this cause why am I passionate about this cause? Like why is this cause impacting me so much? So yeah, again, you never know that someone out there who has the same, perception, or they already have something in them, but they just need a little push. But when you showcase this, like when you showcase your emotion, your personal experience, they will have that motivation to start pushing forward. Um, so yeah, you can think now like what is one moment from your project this month that made it all feel worth it. So please feel free to share in the chat. I may not be able to see it now, but I will come to the chat in a bit. Okay, again, if you still don't know what to do, there's this menu you can pull from. So, I think what I like about video content creation is that even though somehow, for whatever reason, you don't have recordings or clips of your events or workshops, or ideally we should have, but maybe for some reasons we don't. We can still do videos about it because we have memories, right? We have testimonials, we have feedbacks. So do a bit of event highlight, a quick recap of what happened, right? Yeah, and then we can also do project diaries from day zero to day like the end of the program post event. Um, just, a simple uh, take videos of your member talking about what happened. So yeah, member spotlight. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. Quick lesson. So I really love this kind of content because um, when I'm on social media, I also like to learn. So whenever I see like people sharing useful tips and tricks, I'll just save them. And if you don't know, I think a lot of you already know, saving actually increase engagement, and it will make our posts reach to more people. So I think this is something that you can think about, like how do you make your content savable? So one of the ways actually to create something valuable. So like educational content or tips or tricks or yeah. So that's just one advice that I can give you. The invitation, yeah, this is very easy. Just 10 seconds of you saying, hey, we have a beach cleanup coming up this Saturday. Come on, join us. So that's like less than 10 seconds, right? So post that maybe as reel, as stories, and celebration, yes, like the wins. Um, okay, so our community already doing it. So I'm going to share a couple of examples if you need more inspiration. I embedded the link. So when you get this presentation, you will be able to just click on it to see the videos. All right, so
Community development is about empowering people to create real change. In many communities, women still face barriers such as limited access to education, jobs, and leadership opportunities. Empowering women is a key driver of development. When women are supported through education, skills, and opportunities, entire communities go stronger. With initiatives like World Young people contribute to building inclusive and sustainable communities. When women rise, communities rise, and change starts with us.
Okay, that's from Romerit Marrakech. And let's go. Okay, so you can see like the different ways we can post videos. One, you can see from Romero Marrakesh is a narration of an event with all the information. And then we can have a simple videos and photos of an event like the Volunteers for Cause Katsina did here. So there is no like limitations. Yeah, it's better to have like a narration of hook and all of this, but if you like to grow your social media pages specifically, then you need to like post whatever you want, whatever you can. So it can be as simple as just, put up like, gather all of these clips together and put a fancy song and post it out. And you can put like captions to tell people more context about the event. All right, so I think I have, okay, I'm almost ending my part here. Yeah, the hook itself, if possible, yes, this is something very like, we suggest you to do this because according to market research, like 60% of top TikTok videos grab you in the first 3 seconds. So the first 3 seconds rule. Skip the hi guys, I'm here to do the no, just skip to the, show directly the result, the outcomes, the problems, something that makes people go, oh my God, really? I didn't know that. So that will, entice them and make them want to stay for the rest of the video to know more about what's happening, right? Because again, but this doesn't work if you're not like um pushing of some kind of feeling on it. So when you're creating something, think about like, what do you want your viewers to feel? Do you want them to feel hopeful or feel some kind of pride? Maybe you want your counselor chapters to feel, to feel motivated or happy about the success of your the event, or you want them to feel a sense of urgency. Maybe there's a disaster, you want people to donate. So depending on the outcomes that you want from the audiences or the viewers, then you can think about what is the angle? Do you make it fun or trendy, like those TikTok videos, or you make it as maybe somber or sad? So yeah. Um, so yeah, what do I want them to feel and do in this sense? So this is an important part. We don't want them to just feel, we want them to do something. So ideally, we want them to donate, we want them to participate or to join us as volunteers or partners. But I think as simple as personally, I feel this way. Sometimes when people feel something and they already feel motivated to do something in their own community that is not related to Pro Merit, that's also a win, right? They're making changes in their own way, in their own community, just because they watch our content. So I feel like that's one of because I also do content, so that's what I feel. Um, I also added a couple of these are like pretty high budget professional videos, but the content is really like it really hits the emotional part, and we can try to emulate it in our own way, in our own budget. But yeah, feel free to watch them. Um, so this is the one, I think this is the final video I'm showing right now. Okay, so as you can see in this video, there's no human at all, but you feel something because it is something real. It's something that is affecting everyone because in the caption it says that schools are affected, hospitals and everything, right? So this gives us that, urgency feeling like, oh my God, this disaster is happening somewhere, right? So again, this is like there is no like hard rules on what kind of videos you can create. Sometimes it depends on the context and the settings and the kind of outcomes that you want your audience to, live with. Um, so okay, now I will give the floor to our amazing Khadija to share her own personal, because she's also a content creator. If you haven't followed her, you should, because she has amazing day in the life kind of videos, and we will now hear from her and on how she does it.
Thank you so much, Amira, for this interactive and cheerful presentation. I enjoyed listening to you, and I learned great tips from you. And I encourage everyone to, before leaving today's session, to think of an action that you want to take, because this is the most important part of our workshops at World Merit. We do not simply organize sessions for the sake of sharing best practices and tools, but our biggest aim is to encourage you to take an action. And for today's session, I want you to think about a video that you want to create and to post on your council's page or your Volunteers for Cause chapter page. Just so you know, you have an idea about the content that I share. I'll post my Instagram account in the chat. And I confirm everything that Amira said about the fact that you don't need a professional gear to create videos that touch people's hearts, but you definitely need a story, and you need to think of a strong why you are posting this story or this video. And for me, my selfish why or my strong why has always been to inspire people, to bring hope to others watching the video. I have my own story. I've experienced several challenges while growing up. One of them was having proper access to quality education. And for someone who has overcome these challenges, I want to be the source of hope and the source of motivation that others can do it if they commit to it, if they believe in themselves, and they take action. And as part of my World Merit journey, I found it a commitment to share short videos that inspire people to take action, to benefit from the available opportunities out there, and to explore. Because the reason why, or the one of the most important ingredients that helped me be where I am today is thanks to volunteering and thanks to my curiosity. So the videos that I post on Instagram aren't just for the purpose of sharing that I have a glamorous life, that I travel abroad and I go to these fancy places, I meet ambassadors and ministers and so on. But the purpose is to encourage people to go out there and to believe that they can also be the next person sitting next to an ambassador or presenting in the UN or speaking in a high level event. That's the main purpose. And if you see the videos that I post, I highlight the participation more than the places that I go to, because eventually my why is not to build collaborations with five-star hotels or to partner with famous restaurants and fancy places. No, but my why is to inspire people around me to have a better life, to think about ways to improve their communities, and to be the reason why somebody else believes that there is hope in life. And another focus of the videos that I've been sharing is, or the posts that I've been sharing is about building stronger relationships with parents. And more specifically for me, it's with my dad, because in my community, there is this tendency to think that children need to respect their parents, and parents should act rough to be respected by children. And I want to change this mindset. I want to be the reason people think that, hey, this is your child. You need to teach them how to love, how to respect. You need to insert in them the good values. And for children as well, to be respectful and caring towards their parents. So when they're older, they still have this bond and they're still connected to them and they have mercy towards them, right? And so this is another focus that I try to shed more light on in my videos. And the third one is about girls' participation in society and girls taking leadership. I'm trying to change the narrative about how people, especially in conservative societies, see the participation of girls in different cities, because it might come to you as a surprise that for some families, the girls are not allowed to travel to a different city to participate in a conference or to be part of an exchange program, let alone to travel abroad. So for me, I've been very lucky to receive the support of my parents to encourage my adventures and to push me to explore something new. And I want parents to be encouraged and to see this as a good example to encourage their daughters to do the same. And I'm not giving the example of girls to discriminate boys. No, not at all. Both deserve to be out there, to have access to opportunities, to explore the world, to discover themselves, to leave their comfort zone, and to benefit from all the beautiful opportunities out there. But the only reason why I'm shedding more light on girls is because they have specific challenges that boys do not necessarily face or experience. So my advice to you is to not think too much about the technicalities, the resources that you need to create a video, but to think more about the story that you want to share. And this does not end here, because when you post a video and you receive one reaction from your best friend and one reaction from your council colleague, you start doubting yourself. You start thinking, is it worth it? And the answer is yes, it is worth it. Because if you're consistent in your sharing and you believe in what you have to say, stay reassured that you will receive more followers, more likes, but you have to put some work in it. Do not let the reaction of your audience be the only incentive for you to keep posting. This is the opportunity for you to show what you're doing, what you believe in. And for councils, this is volunteers for cause chapters, posting videos is an excellent entry point for you to build more partnerships and to get the support of potential donors out there. Because if they see what you are doing and you're vocal about it, you're loud about it, you're proud about it, stay reassured that one person will share the information about a new youth led initiative that is addressing local challenges, and stay reassured that these partners and donors will want to collaborate with you. They will want their name to be associated with your council, with your chapter, because everyone has goodness in their heart and everyone wants to contribute to the betterment of societies. So keep posting. It doesn't matter if it's testimonials of your council members about the World Merit Day. Yesterday, I received a cute video from the World Merit Jigsawa leader where he shared a statement about the International Youth Day. I loved it because it's an honest, it's an authentic reflection by a young leader, and that deserves to go online. And another idea would be to document your experience, to document a project that you implement in your community. And as Amira introduced earlier, she shared with you three different examples, one with the narration style and the videos, different clips from the activity. Just be mindful that you have the consent of the community members to appear in these videos, because you want your videos to be ethical, to be respectful to the communities, and to share a clear message and a clear call to action. So be careful that when you document an experience, to share the pictures of people who agree to be posted online, because we don't want to put them in any threat. The second example is a compilation of videos, of pictures and short videos. And maybe those pictures will not give enough details and enough input about the activity. But the good news is that you have the caption section where you can share more details about the event, where it happened, how many people attended, what was the main impression of the participants who attended the event, and to conclude with a call to action. Because for you, as councils and as chapters, you certainly have at least two calls to actions. The first one is recruiting new members. And this video, the videos that you'll be posting, can be a good example to recruit new members. If members looking for opportunities come across your video on social media, they will understand that you are not just speaking and talking out of the blue, but you are taking action. And this is a good incentive for them to join because many people are looking for opportunities where they can be active. So use your videos as a tool to recruit and to invite more members to join your council or your chapter. The second call to action would be to support your council. And it's up to you to be detailed about what type of support you need. Do you need financial support? Do you need experts to join you to speak in your future events? Do you need a venue? Do you need someone to give you donations to organize your upcoming food security campaign? So be clear about the type of support that you need and put it in the caption. You can also invite a member of your council to share a brief call to action at the end, no more than 10 seconds. Join us by donating to our council or join us by expressing your interests in becoming a speaker or a mentor. That call to action will stick with the person who watches the video and they will not leave the video just inspired, but they will leave the video with an idea of how they can contribute to scaling and growing your initiative. I invite you to check the videos that I've been posting on social media. I'm not a content creator because I post whenever I feel like posting. I've been inspired by World Merit to create so many videos, and it's been a great honor to collaborate with Amira on creating recruitment videos, announcing the World Merit Day, announcing our upcoming events. And I encourage you to test and try. Because the first step for you today would be to put yourself in front of the camera and to speak. That can be an assignment. That's an action that we will celebrate with you virtually and upload you for it. The second one is to check what you have on your gallery, on your phone gallery, and to pick few clips from one event, put them together, add to it a voiceover or just background music, and post it. But the most important thing, please do not leave the session just equipped with new information. That's great. We'll be very happy if you add new information to your repertoire of knowledge, but we would be more excited if we receive more notifications in the coming week from your council and chapter pages, sharing videos that we will certainly like and repost and celebrate with so much pride. I'll stop here. The purpose of my intervention was to just give you an example of someone who does not have technical or professional training in video editing, but still manages to give voice to her stories and to inspire people around her. Back to you, Amira.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's really inspiring. And again, yes, we are learning from each other. Like, I'm learning a lot from Khadija, she learns a lot from me and everyone else here. So this is a space where if you guys have your own tips and tricks, please let me know or let everyone here know because we're married. I think values is also like we are supporting each other. There's no hierarchy. Like, I mean, when it comes to education and that support. I mean, yeah, the whole support system. Okay, we have questions actually. What's the best time of the day to post your videos and how often should one post their videos? I think we have a section that Vivian will talk about in a bit, but roughly I would say the best time of the day, it depends on your own countries because different countries has their own timing. You can check it out, but generally the best time would be lunch hour. When people are just lounging at their work or at their school, waiting for something, most probably they'll be on their phone because they're not going to do something else that's heavy. They will just scroll in the videos. I mean, just scroll on their social media, and that's when they probably will see your content. And how often also depends on the platform. For Instagram, personally, from my work, I find that posting each day once every day works instead of many a day because that will cost it will make the content to compete with each other. So we don't want that because we want our social media posts to reach as much people as possible. We'll talk more about this later. How can we make short video feel like a real story rather than just a collection of clips? Mm, yeah, I think Khadija, maybe you can share because you know this is something that you do, and maybe based on your experience, you can let us know how best we can do this.
About the tools, right? How can we make short videos? That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been using two main tools. I put the names in the chat. You can download them for free. You cannot access all the pro features, but you can use the basic features to create attractive videos. So I use CapCut and UCut. When you create up to 4 or 5 videos on CapCut, the next ones you will create will come with a watermark. But if you want to avoid that, you can just remove the app from your phone and install it again, and you can still use it for 5 more times with no watermark. So it's just a matter of testing and trying. I'm leaning more towards CapCut because it provides more interesting features to beautify and to add aesthetics to your videos. But you can also use UCut to put the videos together, to remove background, not to remove background noise, but to mute the videos and to add the voice over to your video. So these two are enough for now. You don't have to go wild and to use the pro level video editing tools. And trust me, they're easy to use, they're fun, and you'll certainly be proud of the outcome.
Yeah. Treat it like a creative outlet because we need to express ourselves. So making videos is also could be like one of the way to express ourselves, right? I'm going to share my screen again. 1 second, share. All right. So we'll be back on that slide in a bit, but I want to share very quick about this. Khadija already mentioned all everything that you need to get started. We don't need like high-end or very fancy equipment. Just use your phone. Your phone is already more advanced than the one that they used in the 90s. But you need to make sure that always facing the light. Like I don't think my example is really that good, but at least I'm under the light. But facing the light is better so that your face is visible, so you can connect well with your viewers. Steady and vertical. Again, it depends on the platform or the format. So if you post on socials, of course, it needs to be vertical. If you want to showcase on TV or a presentation, then yes, of course, it needs to be horizontal. And yeah, Khadija already mentioned this. So CapCut, Instagram and TikTok have their own inbuilt editing. It's basic, so maybe there's not much that you can do with it. But to get started, you can just use the one that already inside Instagram and TikTok or YouTube. Authenticity matters. User-made clips can earn up to 6.9% more engagement. And yeah, 62% of people watch videos on their phones. I think this is like a no-brainer. Even I'm on my phone a lot more. So I forget to actually include the link. So I will do that before I share this presentation to everyone. So talking about AI, so I would like to mention this. This is very interesting. So back in 2023, 60% of people are excited about AI and they want to see more AI-made content creator. But nowadays, in 2026, 60% turns to be 26%. So the pendulum is swinging back towards human-made content creation. So this is a very important thing because we consider a lot of people are using AI to create photos and videos. So please refrain to do that, especially because our field of work right now, which is helping people, is already easy to get stories like real life videos. We don't need to market a product. We are just, we can showcase the problem and then we show the solution, right? So I wouldn't say avoid, maybe I'll say avoid, but really strongly suggest not to generate photos using AI because even though your event is real, but if people see that it's generated by an AI, they'll think that it's fake. So we don't want that, right? We don't want that people will think that we are being deceptive. Um, it's okay, like if it doesn't look, professional, but it's real. Authenticity is something social media really value. We're not seeing people jumping off social media. People are coming in every day, billions of them. Is it millions? Millions at least. Um, because they want to see something real. They don't want to see like AI videos of, but again, I'm not saying that AI is not good. You can still use it for like to make things easier for your project management, for your content creation, content ideation. It's just that 62% trust a piece of content less once they learn it was AI made. So that is one thing that we need to take note. I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to give the floor to Vivian.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Welcome to today's training session. I hope you've learned a lot. Please let's celebrate Amira and Kajida on the chat section. If you're taking one or two key lessons, please celebrate them. I need your clapping icons. I think we are here. We have about 25 or 8 of us. So, okay, I won't waste much of our time. I want to focus right into how we can use social media very well because each social media has a target, like how the content works and what hashtag you should use. Thank you for those who have celebrated. We appreciate you. And if you have questions, please, you can always feel free to ask on the chat section. So diving right into it, my name is Vivian Madwekwe. I'm the Volunteer for Cause Communication Coordinator. So for Instagram, I know majority of us are using social medias like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. There are a whole lot. There's even what they call Blue Sky. There's a new social media as well. There are new ones coming on board, but these are the most common ones. Most of us might have either one account or multiple. So for Instagram, it's more of an emotional and storytelling hook that works in your content. Aside the fact that you've learned about how to create a video that captivates people's action, like you want to tell a story or you want to showcase the activities you've done. Going through Khadija's storytelling, you see that she has a particular niche she's following. She's sharing stories about her family, her country, her culture, and other things she's doing as an amazing change maker. So you could look out for a niche you want to focus on. Like for us, let's say for Volunteer for Cause, we focus on volunteering, showing activity. But for me individually, I show more of about my health aspect. For me on LinkedIn is health information. That's my niche. On TikTok, I'm not really into TikTok, but it's a trending platform that focus on real life events where people just, without being scripted, you don't even need to be under maybe a studio, you just video and tell people your activities. You could watch videos of dance. A lot of activities are happening on TikTok that has to do with dancing, music, people showcasing their real life story live on TikTok. And they have a feature that has to do with engagement, group live videos. Is really interesting on TikTok, but for YouTube, it's always different. YouTube, once you come to a short and long, the short videos are the ones you always see like least 3 minutes or depending on 10 minutes. While long videos could be like a movie. I don't know if you watch movie like let's say Jackie Chan movies, American movies, African movies, all of them are also showed on the YouTube. So those long ones that take up to an hour is on YouTube. And they have a content that you need to get a hook because YouTube has different segments. It has the title and the description. So on the title, you need to focus on a content that hooks the audience. Let's say you can, if for a movie, I love watching movies. So if I put in how Jackie Chan killed something, or for example, in this context of volunteering and word merit and actions, you can put out how I was able to solve this problem in my community. Or you mentioned the impact, how I was able to gather 1,000 tons of plastics, for example. Then description, you tell them what you did and what your listeners are going to gain at the end of the watching the video. So for LinkedIn, it's more of a professional setting. LinkedIn's are focused on people who want to look serious. I don't know, but that's mostly, it's more of a networking platform. You want to showcase highlights. So let's say you just graduated from university, you just won an award, you held the milestone that is very achieving, something you're so proud of. You always see, I am thrilled. I am thrilled to be a change maker. I'm thrilled. It's a place where people connect with people that have visions. Yeah, Khadija is laughing. Yeah, I'm thrilled. So there's a way LinkedIn works. So people post highlights and things. So same with now for Facebook is different. You see that each of these social media have a different segment and how it works. If you post professional content on TikTok, many people will not watch it. Same thing applicable to maybe YouTube as well. Except you try to tweet it towards the purpose or what works on those platforms. Now, for Facebook, it is a very family, like Facebook is more of like a family platform where you're connected with your school friends, university, chapters. It has to show you a recap. Some people, it looks like a TikTok, but Facebook has been in existence before TikTok, and it's just more of a community setting. We have groups. You can join groups of different countries. Like you want to travel to another country. Let's say I'm traveling to Malaysia and I want to meet people for the first time. I can join a Malaysia group and join and interact with people, get to know what is happening in that country. What's the safe route? What are the languages? Get to even save people's contact. For you can make calls and all of that. Same thing is applicable except LinkedIn. LinkedIn doesn't really do calls. Everything is professional, serious. So for Twitter initially we know, but has changed to X. It's a platform where people are there to make arguments. Like it's like you being in the Senate, or what we call Senate, or where you need to show your real self. There's high level of authenticity on Twitter, where people showcase short information, thread, partner. They can tag you, telling you what is happening real life. So please, next slide. So now, the major thing we need to dive into is hashtags. Aside the fact we have understood these social medias, what they are focused on, what type of content works best, you need to also understand that hashtags helps you to gain a narrow attention. So for example, let's say I just graduated from a university and I post my wonderful video after learning from both Amira and Kajida that, okay, you need to have your video well lit. You need you can use your phone, you can use CapCut, UCut to merge all of them. I can build a wonderful video and post it on a platform and not use the right hashtag. It might not get the required visibility because there's a way social media works. It has algorithm and some of them are aligned with some hashtags that are very, very key. So what are hashtags? They are like a keyword that sticks to your niche of your content. So let's say you're telling a story about how you're able to volunteer or how you're able to gather people in your country, that Morocco, Gambia, a lot of things. You need to find out what is the niche of my content. Is it storytelling? Is it technology? Did I went to a conference? So, for example, let's say Word Merit, one movement tag. Word Merit is well known for people showcasing their actions in different parts of the world. So this hashtag on Word Merit is going to directly, anybody who clicks on these hashtags will just get all the informations that a lot of people have used it before. And it's just like a counter. I don't know if you know a counter. So let's say I've used it before, Amira has used it before, other 1 million people have used it before. You'll be able to see 1 million people has used hashtag Word Merit. Same thing is applicable to youth volunteering. So it's once you click on it, you can see other people's posts that have used this hashtag, and that is what promotes virality, makes things popular and grow. The same thing with SGD3. These are just short examples. Now, I really want to show you how you could find trending hashtags that speaks to your own content. Now, I added some links there that you can access after you give you the link. So, but I don't know, Amira, can I share my screen because I open all of them just to show them how they can just find the links that speaks to them. All right. Okay. So a minute.
So I want to touch about this really interesting question from Aliu about how to convert the mind of our society. Khadija made a great point, and I think I want to add a bit on that is to make sure that the perspective of the content itself align with the society because we cannot have them feel like we are against them. Sometimes we are too deep into our own perspective, like, oh, we are talking on behalf of an organization. We forget that the community itself has its own, you know, uh, perception. So make sure that we can align with them so that they can, better, it better resonate
Okay.
with them.
Yeah, thank you
Okay.
for that. Okay. So why I'm just going to wrap up shortly. I'm almost done. So this is for TikTok. I'm going to drop the link on the chat. So this is for TikTok. If you want to know hashtags that are trending. You could see when you scroll down, you could see hashtag. You could see 500 and how many millions of views that hashtag has. So, for example, I'm going back to school, or I have a child who's going back to school, and I want people to see the talent the child has, maybe a dancing video, because mind you, this is TikTok. I can just put this, and it speaks to apparel and accessories. So if I have a business, I think this is a good hashtag I can use. Same thing applicable down. You can scroll down. So if you want to view money to log in, I'll share this link. Now for X, X is Twitter. I know it's a Twitter. Sorry, majority people know it's a X. So on X, there's a way for you to find what is trending. This link, I'll share it with you. So per country, I'm currently based in Nigeria. So if you want to see what is trending, depending on your location, you could just come here and search, right? You could see what is trending on my own location. So let me clear this. Okay. Yeah. So if you can see my screen, you can just give me thumbs up. So there are a whole lot of things that are trending and they have their ranking number. This is number 20. So if I want to do, maybe into sports, I'm an athlete, I want to write about something I just did. I ran 1,000 miles or whatever I did. I can just use hash lead and it's going to get the little visibility that it's looking for. And you can add as many hashtags that you need. Now, people use ChatGPT to get hashtags depending on the content they're looking for. Sometimes ChatGPT just give you irrelevant hashtags. So if you want to verify, you could just come here and type the hashtag that you're looking for and check if it is even viral or is even existing. Now, the other platform I'm going to quickly go into is Instagram. So Instagram has the same feature. So I used hashtag volunteering and you can see that we have 3.7 million posts. So if I have a video, maybe telling a word about how World Merit Day or an activity that I did with a council or a chapter really impacted into my life, I can just use hashtag volunteering under my caption. And this can give me the visibility that I deserve because it's actually based on a niche that I'm interested in for the people to see. Now we have something we call Google Trends. Now Google Trends is generally the website, like it's also cut across Facebook or social media, what people are really looking out for, keywords people are really searching on currently, and it speaks to your country. So now what is trending now? Once I click here, it speaks to my country, Nigeria. As I said, these are what is trending. I don't watch football, but this is what is trending. Real Madrid, a lot of that. So if you keep scrolling down, you see a whole lot that people are just currently right now, they are searching on what's football. They're talking about the football discussion. And if I am posting something like volunteering and I put a football hashtag, people will just skip. Once they see my post, they'll skip because they won't engage there. So if I want to check how many hours past 7 days, it's going to change. It's still football. So it's going to change. So now if I want to change to Morocco Angola, different countries, it's automatically going to change. So each country has what they're searching for at a particular time, and it has a category. You please explore this. It's very good too. Now, the last one is Google Trends. It's also okay, this one I shared initially was focused for YouTube. I think so, right? Yeah. This is also Google Trends. You can use it for both social media platform. And the last one is for YouTube. So this is over time. It's going to give you interest, people's interest over time about volunteering. And I entered volunteering as what I'm looking for. And if I click on what is trending now, it's going to show me more information. They are all linked up together. So that's all from me. And I wish you all the best. So you can ask me questions. I think I have one more last slide to speak on. Let me quickly wrap up. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so the last slide is just when you're making content, please look out for the objective. What do you want people to know at the end of your video? And win with the first seconds, like a hook. Look for a hook that can engage your viewers within 2 to 3 seconds, and aim for one real feeling. That's after I watch a video or watching a dance video or anything, I can get the objective of that. So thank you so much, Amira. I'm handing it over to you. Bye.
All right. Thank you so much. I also learned a lot about the hashtag thing because I did, to be honest, I'm really confused when it comes to what kind of hashtags that we can use, right? Sometimes I don't really use it at all, but this is a great insightful sharing, and we all can actually practice it in our own content. Okay, we are a bit over the time. Um, so I guess if you have any more questions, please let us know. If any of you need to leave, then it's okay. We'll give like a couple more minutes of space if anyone has something to share, or if you have some comments, right? It doesn't have to be questions. It could be like your own insights that you want to share with us. Um, if not, then we can wrap this up. So, we'll share everything, the resources involved in this workshop, and looking forward to have you guys again in the next ones because, as I mentioned earlier, this is not going to be the last one. We'll do our best to cover the topic that people need and will benefit your own journey with Work Merit, like showcasing your work at your councils and chapters. So we'll have the community builders and viewers coordinators, Khadija and Vivian, and also the rest of the team that will communicate about this in our follow-up. Awesome. That's all. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.